And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, clogging up the interwebs with his own brand of banal, insipid commentary. It's me, and it is show time. So there. And, no sooner do I log in that they tell me that my map is dead. Hey, Lone Star Wolf. So I'm going to wait a minute, just a minute, for the day to roll over, logically, not actually. The Guild Wars 2 server day to roll over, which it just did. And see what the dailies are. We're gonna do the dailies first. And then we're going to do some XP farming in VoE, because we still have 2 masteries to finish out there. Well, 1 to finish and 1 to do completely. And of course, we will also be doing some commentary about what we expect for tomorrow. It's exciting. Daily. Dragon Basher. This is what we're looking for. Set off firework launchers. That one will be easy. Taffy, easy. Moa Master. All right, we've got to keep our eyes open for when that one gets called out. Actually, does it get called out, or do we have to keep our eye on the map? Probably both. Why did I run right past one? I don't know, but I did. And that was silly. I hit the wrong button. 3. So those are the plans for today. Tomorrow, I still have not decided if I'm going to do an early simulcast. The Moa racing is faster if you just... Oh, I know. I always bet on all of them, but you're not wrong to point that out. At all. You want the daily done? You cheese it, because otherwise it could take you the rest of your natural-born life.
Are your hunts dissatisfying?
My hunts are fine. Let's not talk about my satisfaction. We'll check again. Nope, still not up. I have Taffy. Yes, I do. I have Taffy. How about you? Yeah, the Moa race was really annoying until it was pointed out to me at some point. I cannot say that I figured it out myself, that you can bet on all 5 at once.
Take heed. I haven't taken leave of my senses.
Yeah, take leave. She hasn't taken leave of her senses. Yes, she has. She's Looney Tunes. She's bonkers. She's crazy. She's loopy. Are we done yet? Yeah, there we are. Well, let's just take our 25. And eat them up, yum. I just got 3 achievement points for that. Ha 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 ha. An unidentifiable object. I kind of want to figure out what the unidentifiable object is, but it does seem to be a little bit on the unidentifiable side.
What do you want?
I don't have champion marks to donate, actually. How about just a regular merchant, then? Place your bets with... Guess what time it is? It's race time. Have you ever used one of the overlay programs like Taco? I have Blish. I normally don't run it. Unless there's something specific. Usually, most of the time, if I'm using Blish, it's because I want to find things in all of my characters' bags. Keeping in mind that I have 45 characters. If I know I've got something in a bag, that's not helpful. Blish makes it helpful. I think I've only really used it once for sort of the longer of the two JPs in Lion's Arch. The one that basically takes you along the rooftops. I think that's the only time I've ever used it. I probably should use it, but haven't used it when I was doing world completion the last time. That kind of thing. Well, I'm not worried about optimizing for the pinatas generally. I can usually find enough that I need. I know that my method for the adventure for the pinatas, I know my path for finishing that is like the worst conceivable. But I can usually get silver on it. So we just need the race to finish. It's about to start. And that'll give us our daily. Oh, I wanted to. Where was it? Where was it? It's over there. Oop. Now, this is my character I have done this festival on for the last, I don't know how many years. Several. But he's never bothered to get most of the POIs in this map. Why not? I don't know. What is wrong with you, Prolix Verbose? We could make a list, realistically. Did I sell something yesterday? Must have, I mean. A silver and 57 copper. Wow, I'm rich. I'll try not to spend it all in one place. Hola to you, fat body, my friend. I'm passing them by. I'm just going to hit them anyway, you know, because I'm here, and I think that there's an annual achieve for, like, hitting 1,000 or something equally absurd. And right now we're waiting on the race, the MOA race to finish off our daily, which I believe will give us 4 out of 5 on the way to our next Choosy box. Choosy Guild Wars 2 players choose Choosy boxes. Hey, what do you know? I'm a MOA master. MOA, MOA, MOA. How do you like it? How do you like it? And what is it selling for now? Individually, a silver 14. So that means the Jawbreakers, theoretically, if you wanted to buy, would cost you 11 gold, 40 silver. But the Jawbreakers are actually selling for... Excuse me, what? Oh. There we go. 7 gold 54. So even with the 15% auction house cut, you're still looking at about 2 gold for every stack you sell. 2.5. So selling this at the asking price. Let's see. At the asking price, however, you're still making about 30 silver. Because that's going to net you, for 1,000, it's going to cost you, what? That's 149. Oh, that's somebody else's price. Got it. Okay, that math wasn't going to work out. But we will try, let's see, just to see if we can sell these at 1 copper less. No harm, no foul. See if that sells. And we need to find a vendor so we can sell that stuff. And then we're off to the VoE maps, the 2 first maps. Now, you might say, Lens, what are you doing with that? Why are you going there? Because I need XP for the mastery tracks. And we have a 50% XP bonus right now, so that is why. That. But while I'm here, I'm whack a couple more piñatas because they tasked me, and I shall have them. Did it sell? It sold already. Okay then. Interesting. That guy is buying them for the full price. I will sell those instantly. Instant sales and a quick 7.5 gold. Call it. If I wanted to sell another batch and he was paying that price, it would be 10 gold, clean. And if I wanted to buy a jawbreaker instead, I could get that for 7.5. It's a little surprising to me that the difference between them is that big. I mean, what are you using the Zytaffy for? You're using the Zytaffy for a few achieves? Is there anything else that you need the Zytaffy for in bulk amounts other than jawbreakers? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Fat Body, for the streak. Yeah, there's an achievement, I think, for eating 1,000, though. Although there might be another one for even more. That's certainly possible as well. I mean, I know that there's, like, the... I can't remember if it's the Halloween or the Yule one, where you had to drink, like, 10,000 drinks. It does go higher than 1,000. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Do these not stack? They do. Why they weren't stacked, I couldn't tell you. Okay, you guys ready for my tinfoil hatting? I have been thinking. It is a waste of of think energy because it'll all be mooted tomorrow by this time. But regardless, we're going to want to have the sky scale up. Here's my thinking. We know ArenaNet trademarked Mistbound, right? This sounds like we will be heading to the mists. Now, in addition to this, we also know the sort of catchphrase they have given us for whatever tomorrow is, which is plant your banner. Now, the act of planting one's banner seems consistent with either announcing one's arrival or claiming something, right? So, going into the mists and claiming something. Now I will take us back 2 years plus, 2.5 years. Secrets of the Obscure launches. And what has happened in the first map of Soto is these little floating islands of alternate versions of Tyria from the mists have solidified and become real. Real people, no longer reflections or images or possible different futures. Real people, including dwarves, from different versions of Tyria. This means that the mechanics do exist for mist alternate realities to become real realities either within or reachable from Tyria. So, we know Vlox is trying to change some fundamental part of why Tyria is the way it is, to fix the problem, to give Tyria back to the Tyrians. Now, perhaps he has come upon some sort of conclusion, like in the distant past, something happened to Tyria that shattered its reality into all of these different mist versions. And maybe they just need to be, if not brought back together, reconnected. So, he manages to do some sort of magical whoop-de-doo, and suddenly all of these other versions of Tyria are available. Not genuinely mists anymore, but you could call them mists because they were. So perhaps we're going to different worlds where you've got a world where Joko rules the world, a world where Mordramoth triumphed, a world the humans never entered, a world the dragons never existed, or perhaps worlds, entire versions of Tyria with no sentient life at all, no intelligent species. Perhaps we are claiming some of these for ourselves. I'm just saying, it's an idea, and it's not inconsistent with what we have. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. It's a pretty big stretch, I'm going to grant. And I'm not saying that's it, because it's almost certainly not it. But parts of that could indeed be involved. All right, we need about another third of a level. We need another 2.3 million XP, and this gives like 40k, so it should be 60k. 18k. That's less than I was expecting, I have to admit. Well, but everything gives the XP here. All of the POIs, the vistas, the waypoints, the hero challenges, all of that stuff. That's another 16,000 XP. another 11,000. So that's a quick, what, 50,000? Something like that. So 100 times that would be 5 million. We're almost done, guys. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Is it like 1312? You okay? Can't say that I have not. Uh, 3, 2, 1, 2. 3, 2, 3, 1. 3, 2, 3, 1. So that is my the current version of my tinfoil hattery. Exactly how it all works out, I don't know. Even in my tinfoil hat version. Another 18,000. But I'll certainly give ArenaNet full marks for getting the Guild Wars 1 and 2 communities really worked up. Not in a bad way. All right. First shot, first time. Bullseye. I have not yet decided if I'm going to co-cast it, you know. Watch it and comment. I have never done a commentary stream. But I might just. It'll give me plenty of opportunities to make fun of Jeff Kiley. The Slayer of Highguard. Let's open up Troubadour, shall we? There we go. Let's see, we got that, we got that. I believe over here. Come into view. There it is. Hot sauce. Hot wings. How hot can they possibly be? Answer, evidently quite hot. And I'm fine. Hero points. Hot pot. Well, yeah, hot pockets are different. It's like your teeth shatter on the cold outside and then the molten magma inside prevents you from tasting anything for a week. And your tongue feels all rough. $1,400 apiece. If they're not going to stop me, I'm going to keep picking and grinning. Did I grab that? Did now. More XP. More XP. That's what I'm here for, XP. The hero points, sure, but XP. Then the taste of the preservatives make you spit them out. Trying to remember if I ever... I mean, I must have had Hot Pockets because at least one place I worked basically had them in the freezer as a snack for the people who were around late nights. So at some point I must have had them, but I can't actually remember it. Hot darn it. Well, if they're offended, that's tough nipples. How about that? Oh yeah, I said it. Never liked the way they taste. I can't even remember. Again, that's one of those things where, due to my, we'll go with seniority, a lot of the things that are a given for most of the people who will be watching me are not necessarily anything I have any real familiarity with. Don't do Hot Pockets or taquitos. I have done taquitos. I have also done pizza rolls because those have been around a lot longer. I have done pizza rolls in like the last couple of years. They were on sale. Toss them into the air fryer. They are something I will pick up for my birthday. I like to buy foods that I used to eat when I was younger, that maybe I haven't had for a very long time. I don't even know what a Bosco stick is. No lie. No idea, as I might say. The peanut butter ones? Oh, cheese and pepperoni rolls. I'd certainly give it a try. I'm not so sure about the cheese anymore. Sadly, I love cheese, make no mistake. I am, after all, a human being. But as someone who has to count their calories, lest they grow overly large, shall we say? For instance, I used to make a sandwich for my lunch pretty much every day. And, you know, put a slice of cheese on it. Average slice of cheese that you would put on a sandwich, say, about 100 calories. You might say 100 calories. That's not that much. And that would be 36,500 calories per year. It's about 3,600 calories per pound. That's 10 pounds a year just from that one slice of cheese every day. I love cheese. It's just, that's an easy 10 pounds now that I don't have to worry about. Become a lot more lactose intolerant. Yeah, I have no problem with it. I'm fortunate as far as that goes, but for me, losing weight has been simple. Not easy, mind you, but simple. Calories out greater than calories in. Just that. Already grabbed that one? Yes. Yes, Lens, you already did, you dope. And so I need to keep a close eye on those calories and on where I choose to expend my expendable, wastable calories. If I'm going to, if I'm going to blow my calorie count on something, generally I want to do it on booze. Did I grab that one? Doesn't appear that I did. Well, why isn't it showing up on my map then? Oh, that probably has something to do with it. All right, well, where are the idiots at? I mean, other than me, obviously. Is this what I was looking for? Is this what I was looking for? Maybe, possibly. Think so? No? Maybe? Possibly? No, this is not what I was looking for. Oh. Is it just about... Oh, it's grown quiet, so the event is over. I missed it. Figures. All the excitement, and I missed it. Where do I need to be? I need to be, like, there somewhere. Tell you, I don't play for a week and I forget where everything is.
I pursue the bark of the brightleaf in a race against death itself.
That's good for you. That's nice that you've got something to keep you busy. That's nice. Pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, Wayfinder. Yeah, it goes reasonably well. How about yourself? A dark machinist? I am XPing right now. And the way I do it right now is by running more of my many characters through the hero challenges in VoE. Like that. Because I still need another 2 million XP to finish out the first of the VoE or the new masteries, not the VoE masteries. The what is it? Garden of Eternity. The new masteries for that. Somebody's been through here because they killed the nerds. Thank you to whoever has just been through here and killed the nerds. Okay, continue. Fire, more fire, believe it or not, even more fire. Thank you. And yourself, machinist? Well, I hope. Ready for tomorrow's excitement, whatever it may be? I have already espoused my latest tinfoil hat theories. I will share them again later. Doing well, took tomorrow off, potentially to be disappointed. That I will not deny that potential certainly exists. It depends. Now, those of us who have been playing Guild Wars 2 for years have always commented on how, I'll be generous, how less than awesome the marketing has been. Now, I will say for the last year or so, maybe year and a half, the marketing has been better. I got turned around. The marketing has definitely been better. So, the question is, are they sticking the landing here with really good marketing for a really big announcement? Hope. Or are they shooting themselves in the foot by using up the goodwill and good marketing for an underwhelming announcement? Let's hope it's not the underwhelming thing. You see, I'm not hyped. I've described myself as hyper aware or hyper attentive to what's going on, what's been said, things that people have said, theories, stuff like that. I'm paying close attention to all kinds of that stuff. What am I looking for? Where is it here? It's up above, isn't it? Yeah, up there. How did I miss it? I missed it again. How did that... There we are. Where is it? Oh, that's the one that's way below the waterline. Right. Okay, but there's another one right here, though, somewhere that I missed. Where is it? The hell is it? There? No, earn that one. Earn that one. Well, where the hell is it, then? Shoot, I just don't know. They had to somehow let people know to watch Summer Game Fest to see their announcement. Yes. But it is more than that. The thing they sent to all of, or not all of, to a great many of the partners with the catchphrase, plant your banner. It just is not really consistent with what we've come to expect from the annual expansions, right? So, I have mentioned before my my odds. 20% chance that it's for an expansion announcement, but that also does include that the expansion announcement might very well include a change in the annual paradigm. Say we're going to bigger ones, every 2 years, something like that. Right, sad after playing Guild Wars 2 for so long? Well, there's no reason to be sad. Guild Wars 1 still gets played. Even if Guild Wars 3 is coming. If they build in good mechanics to keep people playing Guild Wars 2, people will keep playing Guild Wars 2. In fact, that's sort of my 30%. My 20% possibility is expansion, including a possible new paradigm for how they're going to work their expansions. 10% chance it's the card game. 40% chance that it's Guild Wars 3 and it's essentially a genuine sequel to Guild Wars 2. My 30% chance, which is actually, I think, my preferred one, is a Guild Wars property that is as different from Guild Wars 2 as Guild Wars 2 is from the original Guild Wars. So they make a new, entirely different game set in Interior, in a different era, and maybe it's an MMO, but it has vastly different game systems and sort of foundational play elements, and is a very, very different game from Guild Wars 2 than just a sequel. So those are my various odds, 10, 20, 30, 40% chances. The odds that I'm right, really slim. At best, 40%. Grab that. Whoops. Yeah, we can grab this one instead. Grab this. Now, amongst the sort of questions, if it is a Guild Wars 3 announcement, there are a lot of questions about things like, okay, what about all that money we've spent in Guild Wars 2 recently on things like cosmetics and stuff? And I would hope that they would follow the path of Path of Exile, where they're porting all of the cosmetics from 1 to 2. If you've got it in 1, you get it in 2. So I would hope that that's the sort of thing we would see in this case too. And if they've got to upscale the graphics on them, I wouldn't object to them, say, using AI for something like that. You've got all these old assets in Guild Wars 1. It could be expensive to manually upscale them. I don't know. It would depend on what kind of graphics subsystems they're talking about, what the new game would have. There are an enormous number of questions from all of the possible answers. But we know they've been working on at least one game for years. At least one. And right now, there couldn't possibly be a better time to announce an MMO. It was one of the things I was watching DatMods on Monday. And he was going through the news. He goes through the news basically at the start of all of his streams, and he talked about, it looks like a big announcement coming from ArenaNet, from the Guild Wars team, and maybe Guild Wars 3. And his opinion, and I agree, is that never been a better time to announce a new MMO than right now. Yeah, Clash of Clans. My sarcastic description was a third-person shooter extraction MOBA NFT game. Please don't be that. Yeah, there's no shortage of bad answers to what the announcement is going to be.
You can handle a simmer, right?
A lot of us are just going to have different opinions on what a good announcement is going to be.
Any you could grab for me would be a big help.
To my mind, the only thing that would be disappointing is if it's not a big announcement. If they have built up a whole bunch of attention and enthusiasm, both from the existing Guild Wars communities and from non-Guild Wars 2 players, to be interested. If they have this interest and they squander it, that's the only thing that to my mind is a failure. Even if it's a game I'm not that interested in. I'm not interested in a Guild Wars version of, say, Arc Raiders. But that would be a big announcement. Not hating all. No, I understand that. So I just want it to be something that's worthy of the time and effort they've put in, and even more so to the energy the fans are putting in on their own. Don't disappoint the fans with a small or nothing announcement. I'm just going to push some buttons. Let's see. Trying to remember. I'm screwing this up. There we go. Read that. COC Guild Wars 3. Huh? Clash of Clans. Right. Yeah, that would be a an example of them failing to leverage the attention they have. Where are we at? We are at 4.9 million. Wow, 1.7 million to go. We started at, I think it was 2.6 million to go. So we're making good progress. Got anything else? Yeah. Let's head this way. Like I said, there are a lot of ways it can be disappointing. And not a huge number of ways they can stick the landing, but I hope they do. The number of options that I think will make people universally excited are small. The best bet would be Guild Wars 3. Overall, I think, depending on the details, of course, devil's always in the details. That's the voice of Obisek from Star Trek Online. I recognize the resonance of that voice anywhere. We got that one. We didn't get that one. Whoop. Good evening. Or possibly morning. Conceivably afternoon. I will share my latest bit of tinfoil hattery now. So, if you were around earlier, you would have heard some or all of this. So, what do we know? We know that Mistbound has been trademarked by ArenaNet / NCSoft. We know that the announcement for tomorrow, the catchphrase we have is plant your banner. Now, plant your banner. That is the sort of action one takes either when one is announcing one's arrival or announcing claim to something. One second, I need to pet the fox. So, given these facts, I now take you back to Secrets of the Obscure, which is what, 2.5 years ago when it came out? If you remember, in Soto, we had these floating islands, each of which was sort of a fragment of another Tyria, an alternate version of the world that had been in the mists, but had sort of been yoinked into the real world and become real. In other words, this sort of dream world of the mists, where all of these different Tyrias exist, can become real. So, given the fact that we've got Mistbound, Plant Your Banner, and we know that the mists can become real. Sort of the meteor part here is Vlox wants to do something to give Tyria back to its people. What does that mean? He wants to fix the fundamental flaw that has existed, that has caused Tyria to come into this state. Now, perhaps the fundamental flaw was at some point in the distant past, there was no mists. Some event happened and shattered Tyria's reality into all of these little echoes and mirror images. And perhaps he's either going to bring them back together or simply open doors between all of them so that it is easy to pass from one reality into another. Therefore, we are mist-bound because we are going to be going into what previously was the sort of fake realms of the mists. And we know you can get there because Ritlock chased his sword into one where he ran into Balthazar, who'd been imprisoned in the mists. We know Kralkatorek punched holes between Tyria and the mists to go from one place to another. We know traveling to the mists is possible. So, if all of these mist Tyrias all become real, we have access to worlds like Tyria, but different in fundamental foundational ways. Maybe Joko rules the world. Maybe Mordramoth rules the world. Maybe humans never entered some of those worlds. Maybe the gods never left some of those worlds. Maybe some of those worlds have no intelligent life on them. And perhaps we are mist-bound going and claiming these other versions of Tyria that don't have any intelligent species on them. Or perhaps we're trying to conquer some of the ones that are unsavory. This has been my TED Talk. Thank you for listening. Introduce old or new races by bringing from the mists. Exactly. I had an idea for a new class. Someone mentioned a 10th class, and I said a 10th class with 3 elite specs. 1 light armor, 1 medium armor, 1 heavy armor. Now, do I think this is actually what's going to occur? No, I think it's an interesting thought experiment. That those are the kinds of things that are probably not going to be the answer to the question, but they are not completely illogical extensions of where we are. Where Lens is the supreme ruler, sorry. Level of disappointment and reputational blow to the company if it's arena only or a card game or something. Polymock. I mentioned Polymock the other night too. We all remember how the arena hyped up for the race of 2019 and put the entire movie. The Iceberg Saga thing. And the guy in the poncho. The whole thing was just a catastrophe. Now, I will say that the guy who's currently in charge of their marketing seems to be way better than anything they've ever had in the past. Oh, and that is the worst case, is that it's just a card game or just an arena. At this point, you might as well announce an NFT MOBA game. Because you have built up a lot of hype, not just in the Guild Wars communities, but outside of the Guild Wars communities as well. And if it's just that, your corporate credibility, which you've spent the last couple of years building back up, is gone again. Don't do that. For years, they had no marketing. And what we're describing right there, no marketing would be better than that. Why is that thing not shooting where I'm aiming? Right, reset the targets. Missed it by that much. Missed it by that much again. And again. I'm bad. Okay. Why is it jumping around like that when I'm trying to shoot? Is that the other person? Are they screwing me up? Frankly, this is the most excited I have seen the Guild Wars community maybe ever. Since Heart of Thorns was announced. Maybe EOD. But beyond those two, I can't think of anything else where the community itself has been that hyped up. I didn't earn points there. I want to earn points there. If you're curious as to what I'm doing, well, it's twofold. One, obviously, I'm getting hero challenges. I'm doing it for the XP. Running around in these maps for XP because I haven't got the masteries complete for, is it Garden of Eternity? The 2 new masteries that were added. And so far I've got, I need 1.6 million more, so I've gotten about 800,000. Silly Goose or Goofy Goober Maggie Glass. The Goofy Goober part I would certainly agree with, yeah. I cannot lie. Well, actually, I lie all the time. I am, in fact, not a human being. I am a highly evolved form of bicycle. So this is just an exercise in me getting experience points. Not particularly interesting. But given how much XP I got by running a character through the newest content and then spending a day doing events in the new content, the XP in the new content is laughable. And I get more XP running my very many characters that I have through these 2 maps for mastery points. Sorry, hero challenges, of course. Almost done with this one. And earlier I did also complete my dailies for the festival. Oh, we got another mirror. Why is it doing that again? Now there's nobody else here. How did that miss? It's flicking around again. I'm not happy with this. I wish it would stop doing that. That looked like that was spot on to me. Uh-huh. And I'm 1 short. Yep. All right. Let's try it again. It's, yeah. I have no idea what the hell's going on with that animation. It's busted as hell. You're more hyped for Guild Wars 17? Yeah, well, I had said that it was... People were discussing, what do you think? What do you think? And one of my many answers was Guild Wars 4. What the hell is going on with this? honest to God, have no idea what the hell's going on with this horse shit. ArenaNet, fix your crap. Even when there's nobody else here but me, it keeps happening. Like that. Fuck it. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Seriously. ArenaNet, what the hell is up with that? And it's my taking their name in vain like that, which is why I'm really unlikely to ever get ArenaNet partner. Part of me is I commune with this place of power. Well, lots of unfriendlies. Well, I don't know that they're unfriendly. Maybe they're just shooting welcoming bullets at me. Yeah, I mean, that could be, right? Over here, under there. Look what we've got under here. Under where? What can I say? I'm 9. What? My brain, guys. I don't know if my brain is going to make it. We need one more, I think. Grab that one. No, we did not grab that one. Why did we not grab that one? I do not know. Oh, no, we're done. We're good on this guy. No, we're not. We're not. Oh, that's right. I was wondering why the points were saying that I could do something with it. Oh, would you please stop? What was... Unreal. Okay. This one will do. Maybe.
Health increasing.
Now we'll back away so that when he explodes, I don't croak. Back to Mistlock. And now I'm going to do it again. Takes about 45 minutes or so to get a character enough hero points to fill out a new spec. That's one of the things I really do like about VoE. I mean, I had it down relatively quickly. Maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I could do it by hitting a bunch of them across 3 different expansions. But this is definitely faster. And Troubadour complete. Let me take this character back to Holbrack, as he is currently my festival character for Dragon Bash. But we will grab another character, and we're going to do it again. Let's see. Currently a Harb. Currently a Soul Beast. Yeah, sure. He's up. the main event? But it's more of the same. How can that be the main event? Unless chunky Norns are a thing. He's got two big burninating hammers.
And the race is underway.
A birthday gift.
Better than me.
Better than Moot Loot. I already did the dragon bashing. That's how I started the day off, was dragon bashing. I can do more dragon bashing after I run another character through, but I am trying to make some amount of progress on the really unpleasant amount of grind involved in the new content for VoE.
Inspectors are investigating. Come speak with me for more information.
It's just 6.6 million for one and 5.5 million for the other masteries, and nothing's giving much XP in the new maps. New map, I should say. One. And I get a lot more XP leveling up. Hero challenges. You know, and grabbing all of the landscape bits and pieces for XP. And it feels like, because the masteries that we can get for the new content are so, I'll be generous, lackluster, that all it is an attempt to keep us playing in the worst kind of MMOs that try to keep you playing ways. You know, the feeling that you have to grind your way through to all the masteries is painful. And when you get out to, what is it, the 7th mastery, the 6th or 7th mastery for one of them, it's just a grind. It's not the sort of thing they do a lot. Most of the time when ArenaNet gives us a grind, there's an actual objective. Legendaries are a grind, and that's completely understandable and even okay. But this 6.6 million, and what do we get for it? Learn the subtleties of surviving. Stealthy Survivor can activate while in combat. Lucky Shield's activation also fully heals you. This is the 5th. And the other one we need is a 6th. And for some reason, this one's fewer XP. It's 5.5 million. And what does it do? More stuff with the mirrors. You may remember the mirrors. They've nerfed them twice. This just feels like complete busy work, these two. It doesn't feel like anything a person would do if they didn't offer hero points at the end, mastery points. Now, I'm not saying that's how they were designed, but I sure as hell am saying that's what it feels like. Do I think they were designed that way? Not really. Do they feel that way? Yes, really. Let's see where we are here. All right, he's already got Druid, Soul Beefed, and almost all of Untamed, but we're going to be dumping him into Gale Shot initially, so he's got lots of points to gain. This is one of my first characters. If he wasn't created on day 1 of the early access, he was created by the end of the weekend. I know my first two characters were Lens, the Elementalist, and Spongo Smallberries, the Guardian. I think I had one of each race for the first 5, so this might have been that. I know my Necro with the Sylvari, and the Char I think was Cheshire. Warrior, I think. Pretty sure my first warrior. And they were all created on day 1, and I don't think I waited very long to buy 4 more character slots to finish out. Oh, sorry, 3 more character slots to finish one of each class. Remember, there were only 8 classes at launch. Yay! Uplift! Welcome to Breezy K.
Men rigging, turn sails. Top of my shipwrecks.
I believe I would like a spicy raptor wing. In fact, I had spicy sausages for dinner this evening. Not that spicy. And we survive it. We don't quite have enough yet for Gale Shot to begin the unlockage. Did we miss? Grab that one. See over here. Did I miss him entirely?
Greenlander's already good on a skimmer.
Destroy all these freebooters.
Wow. I definitely did not go my usual route. I got myself lost. Yeah, we're definitely making good progress towards finishing out this mastery line. Three. Two. 3, 1. There was much rejoicing. Yay! All right, we will now open Gale Shot. Gale Shot is now officially open. Got that. Got that. Where are we at? About 1.262 million to go. May not quite make it, but we'll get close. I will commune with this place of power. Very powerful place of power. I have to say, I do like my places of power to be powerful. The powerless places of power kind of suck.
Wait, the inquest are polluting the area.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Busy!
Stop.
Faster we can all get out of this miserable sun.
Over here. Next one. Next one, I think. Takes us into the inquest cave. Yep. As you can tell, because it's got inquest all over the place. Being jerks.
Experimentation continues.
Wayfinder! I'm not your pal, buddy. I'm not your friend, pal. I'm going to attempt to open the box. What's in the box? I am using my cyber technology knowledge to hack the lock. I am cyber capable. You know, for a ranger. All right, are they back? Someone had killed them the last. Nope, they're still they're back. Thataway, smug dog. Get the stupid amalgam engineer poopy head. Pardon my language, guys. That was rude. How do you play Soul Beast? I push buttons. Okay. And now fire, fire, and more fire. Fire, more fire, and believe it or not, even more fire. That's it. Best and easy way to get fast mastery XP is to do rift portals. Interesting. Yeah, I can certainly see that. That is believable. I'd be a little dubious that doing in solo is going to be very effective, but in groups, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Have I chosen incorrectly again? I think I have. I think I've chosen poorly again. Yep, I seem to always get wrong on this one. Not sure why. There it is, I think. And in my defense, at least, I am also getting elite specs for additional characters, so it's not a complete loss. But yeah, that does make sense. Oh, am I doing it again? Yes, I am doing it again. Suddenly, my brain is not in the works. There we are. This one. This is the one. See? It's the one. No, oh, the info's welcome for sure. And I don't know. Maybe I'll try a solo or two. That's the one that's down below. Is that in here? Ah, it is. It's the one in the little sort of pirate location. Ah, I missed it. Yeah. Don't start anything. Don't do it. You little jerk. There's always one, you know? There's always a jerk. Even when I'm alone, there's always a... Oh. Yeah, never mind. Do not... Oh my god! So, before I get to the complaint, I will start with the compliment. Them adding the ability to turn off a ley line flight was a good thing when they added the F1 button. Oh, is that the JP? That's the JP. So that was a good addition. Make no mistake. Well done, ArenaNet. Now, we need an F2 button and an F3 button to disable updrafts and also to disable wall clinging. Then, at last, the sky scale will be a perfect mount. Thank you. This has been yet another one of my TED Talks. XP boosts, latest... Yeah, I'm in the 6.6 million one now. The other one is a 7th tier, and that's 5.5 million. You're right about the XP boosts. I should... we just have the summer one on. I forgot to grab the birthday booster, which I normally have on. Thank you for reminding me. Yep, 6.6. Believe me, I know. And I found that the new content was providing almost no XP. I did all the new content. I spent a day doing, well, a stream, so better than 2 hours. I spent a total of like 10 hours in the new map. Doing story, doing events and stuff, and I came away with like 1.5 million XP. I was unamused. Birthday. So are they celebration? Is that what they are? Yeah, birthday boosters. I only have 314. Think I should use one? Good idea. Very good idea. Did a shit ton of rift grinding. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you do it solo or with others? Because in my experience, solo is pretty slow. Sometimes really slow. Return to my previous map, please. Solo. Vault has a potion for mastery, XP 2.2 million. Huh. I will try that when I finish off this one on the second one. The 5.5. If so, I would consider that worthwhile, yeah. I know they had them previously for the other expansions. I didn't know that they had them for VoE. Oh, great. Somebody else is here. It was so much fun last time when there were 2 of us trying to do it. First time. What can I say? I'm a star. I'm a natural at this, you know. Not everyone can be as good at things as I am. I understand that, and I try not to hold it against them. Also, I'm full of poo-poo. Yeah, the solo, I would be hesitant to do. Well, actually, it would depend on which character I was on. Some of the characters would be a lot less of an issue. but other characters, it would be pure, unadulterated pain. All in one, you just select which X-Pack you want. Okay, so they changed it up. It used to be, it was a variety, and you got one at random. Or maybe that was just, you would get those from Black Lion chests, maybe? Is where you got those? All right, we've got the fight against the magical weapon over here. All right, so we'll kill the amalgam. Oh, good. Did we piss off the hermit crab too or not? Yes, we did. The hermit crab is also now pissed off at us. Ah, all selectable. All right, let's open this up and... Oh, I didn't realize I had this as my secondary. That's not great. So we should be able to manage. Even playing, you know, having not played this character in a very long time, Soul Beast is still pretty damn strong, so...
It's time yet again to offer
Even for a crappy old player like me.
as always. You're excited to commune with sheltered but first, we must ensure the ritual preparations are in order. The shelterer speaks, and if you're able in that vessel, we do your
How many we got here on the map already? Is that like 12? 13 out of 15. Don't know, I missed 2 somewhere. We are at just a touch over 1,000,000 XP to go. Doing hero points gives infinite keys for the hidden chests. Oh, I didn't know that. I probably have a lot then, because I have run a lot of characters through the hero challenges. A lot. Probably 25. Out of curiosity, just because I'm curious, you know, as one often is. Black Lion Mastery Coffer contains your choice of an elixir of mastery for one of the regions. 10 are available. What could it hurt? Grants a large amount. Well, I'll be the judge of what's a large amount, young man. Well, we are currently at 5.548. That was what, 228K? 5.548? Yeah, 230-ish K. I would need 4 or 5 more. Probably worth. To at least get me done with this one, or get me close and then finish it up and then move on to the second one a little bit. Sold. I'm sold. No, not 9. Not 9 lens. I feel so dirty and cheap. Kind of like it. All right, so now we are 140K. Oh my, indeed. Right, isn't there one over here? Like, yeah, right there that I didn't get on the last character because I'm dope. So we'll get this finished. We'll eat that other one. We'll get started on the next one. And we will have pushed our mastery point total up to new, unheard of, unexperienced heights that mean absolutely bupkis. But hey, it's an accomplishment. I know. I said it feels dirty. Didn't say it was dirty. Certainly it's not a bad thing. No, they're there for a reason. The price on those is not outrageous, so. So close. 102K? Welcome to downtown Choyaville, everyone. I don't know how many XP you get for this, but I'm going to be a Choya for a couple of minutes. All right. My best, lifetime best is 1 minute and 39 seconds and change, which you'll note is a gold medal. I am a gold medalist, so kind of an expert. Let's see. Jukebox has got me beat by 2 seconds. Hodge by a second. But I've got Malcolmist beat and Amavera beat. I can't wait to tell them. I'm at 647 right now. I don't have all of the Ice Brood Saga ones. I have to draw a line at grinding. Yes, humility is one of the many things that makes me so fucking awesome. Off we go.
No doubting now.
Hey, Wayfinder, you can handle a skimmer, right? I got assigned to collect magic samples out here.
That is the voice I will repeat of Obisek
Grab for me would be a big help.
from Star Trek Online. Great voice work. Great voice. Such a voice. Oh, wrong way. Wow, there, jeez. Nope, can't do. I'm racing. I am the fastest Choya in all the land. Except, like, the faster ones.
Excellent, just excellent.
Oh,
Honestly, I don't know why anyone works with anyone else.
no. No, disappointed. I got the gold, but I'm still disappointed. Get to 1,000 mastery before Guild Wars 3. I'm going to think probably not. Because first of all, I can't see myself ever finishing those IBS grinds. They're just... If they gave us a way to spend 10 of any other mastery point to get 1 mastery point for IBS, I'd be fine. Oh, did we hit? We hit. Yay! There was much rejoicing. Okay, some rejoicing. 655, ladies and gentlemen, 655. Yeah, they're just, it's too much. It's not, grinded, grindulated, the hell out of Drizzlewood, for example, to get almost everything out of Drizzlewood. I really enjoyed, especially the Drizzlewood South meta. I found to be a blast. So I have played a lot of Drizzlewood South. I did get that, right? Yes. Well, that's an excellent emote you have there. Wherever did you get that? I can scarcely imagine. The fact that there's a lens pog just shows you the old man is hip with the kids today. Not to confuse with broke a hip with the kids today. Well, let's face it. There is a Led Zeppelin song about me. Whole lot of lens. A whole lot of lens. I do my own sound effects. It'll fetch a nice price. Grinded, ground as an adjective, I think, is what makes sense. Yeah, it ought to be grammatically correct and obvious, but sometimes English is gonna English. The mirror mastery is a good source of income. Yeah, they've nerfed it though, but yes, historically it is. Ooh, an obscured chest that I can clearly see. It's better than moot loot. What do we have here? I will push buttons. Let's see. I think we push the third, and then the first, and then the fourth. It's just science, guys. Actually, it's more math than science, but still, the point holds. You see, I'm an enormous hater of the Norn mustache. Not so much now, but at launch, it was completely antithetical to the design in the game. Literally nothing else looked like it was from a Warner Brothers cartoon, except that one mustache. So no, I am not a fan of that mustache. I historically hate it. Now, they've made so many changes and additions and stuff because I am not their primary audience. I am not 100% of their audience. That are things that I don't like, and that's fine. Not everything in a game is going to be to my taste. But I have to admit that one in particular rubs me the wrong way, because at launch, there was a lot less of the frivolous, silly stuff. Wasn't that there was none, but there was nothing like that. There was literally nothing else in the game like that. But I do understand a great many people it's a favorite, especially for the enormous Norn males wearing the outfit, the dress outfit for either as the maid dress outfit or what is it that I can't even remember the name now. The cutesy heart and Sailor Moon, the Sailor Moon outfit and weapons. And they will almost always have that mustache. Sorry, that's not my vibe. Did I just say like Gray Skull? It sounded like I said Gray Skull. Did we grab that one? We did. We did not grab that one. I think that is the fox petting. That's not a smutty euphemism. Actually, I don't know. It might also be a smutty euphemism, but I was not using it as a smutty euphemism. Pet, yes, pet. I have said this before that for a long time you're in a game, there's a cat or a dog, you walk past it, and it gives you the option to pet, and everyone goes, "Oh, that's cool," and they pet the thing. It's no longer cool because it's become obligatory. It's like if you have a cat or a dog in a game and you can't pet it, people get angry. If it's obligatory, it stops being cute. Also, I'm a sour old man. I am a joy-sucking, sour old man. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I could pretend that I wasn't that, but nah. As I said, not everything has to be made for me in a game. White flying cat mini. It's so adorable. I have the chonker. Now he's an entirely different kind of cute. He's an ugly cute. The flying dragon chonker. I find him hilarious. What the hell just happened? They vanished. I shot once. The mirror went away. What? Hello? The mirror vanished. I don't think I got any goodies. It just simply vanished. Okay. I didn't get a chest. It just vanished. Was it something I said? So I said not everything has to be for me, and evidently that mirror wasn't.
There it is. I think using the latent magic to recharge itself.
Hero
Perhaps
points.
that's why it's been so aggressive in defending this area. Oh, gone, just like that. But it seems that it left behind significant much more residue.
We'll commune.
I'll slowly get back to that. At least it won't be the type of party anyway.
Miniatures. Isn't he a dragon? Thought he was a dragon. Oh, what's the name of that one again? Floating? Does he have floating? No? No. We have a floppy fish. Oh my god, I have so many. Why do I have so many? And why are there so many I don't have? I do like the mini failed attempt. He's pretty horrifying. We'll go with him. All right, that looks like another mirror. Is this one going to hang around while I kill the raptor? And
Such might.
such might. I'm so mighty, guys. Really. It's pretty spooky, you know? All right, we'll try this again. Reload. Reset. All right, this time I got the goodies. I have no idea what happened in between those two. Zero, zippity, zippity doodah, none. Is this the camp? I think it is.
Back again, Commander. I'm always happy.
It's the first time I've been here. What do you mean back again? Creepy Asura, always sucking up. Sharp teeth. They're like if sharks evolved into little short people. Although it's possible that sharks have more morals and ethics. ANET just recently changed spawning of the chests to be more randomized, so at the moment they can be glitchy and not spawn. Ah, okay. Yeah, I knew they'd made the change. And from my understanding is some changes needed to have been made a little bit earlier, that they were too profitable. And you've got to stay on top of potential economic problems in a game. Oh, we got another one. That'll fetch a nice price. I'm up to 69 nice of the raw enchanting stones. I can't help it, by the way. I do not like being a captive of the meme, but I am, like so many of you, I expect. I see the number 69 and my brain just goes, nice. I have no choice. It's not a conscious decision. My brain, such as it is, does it all on its own. Yeah, they changed the amount of loot. I knew a couple of times. And then the location seemed like a good answer too. So that it wasn't quite so on rails. All right. Time for me to get laid. It was a ley line. That was my joke. Did you know that ley lines are not, contrary to what most people think, any kind of ancient belief? Ley lines were, I believe, the idea of ley lines were invented in the 19th century, the late 19th century, like 1880s, 1890s. You know, they feel like they ought to be some ancient mystery, but not, just a relatively modern invention. So, today you learned. Starry, starry moat. Paint your palette blue and gray. Old guy musical reference. Well, if you ask nicely, I'm sure a ley line be willing to work for you. Maybe if you offer a reasonable wage for a reasonable day's work. I can't speak for the ley lines personally, but I don't think that's out of line to ask for. Gale shot. We need 3 more points. 1, 2. I think this is one of the tree ones. Is this the, I think this is the mushroom. We just need to make sure that when it explodes, we're not standing next to it. Because more than once I have died. Oh, it's defeated. Well, I'll just... Oh. Yeah, that's right. Cannot recommend. Boing. Commune with this place of power. I believe we need one more hero challenge. Somewhere down here. There, maybe? No? That one. That one is probably the last one we'll get. There may be another one down here, I don't recall. That one is the fight against the T-Rex, more or less. Okay, it's not a T-Rex, it's a tiny Tyrannosaurus Rex. We got another one down here, okay. We'll get the T-Rex and we'll look at finishing off that last of the... All right, they're coming in. Pocket Raptors. Eat that. I have to commune. I never really had a problem with the original Pocket Raptors. I know a lot of people have continuing nightmares about Pocket Raptors from when we started in Heart of Thorns. I was playing a Guardian at the time, so I could just leap into them, which blinds them, and spin, and they'd all die. I never really had a problem with them. Now, the Mordrum snipers, well, they can just bleep right off.
The devices are now fully disabled. Right. Just wait for the courtyard and figure out our next steps. Surely this isn't the end of our surprises for the day.
That was that one. That's the Rex. Well, let's go ahead and finish this one out. Gale shot. Complete. And over here, what do we have over there? That's a champion. That's what I thought. I have no faith in my ability to defeat a champion with almost any of my builds. I just don't think I'm a good enough player. Small obscured chest. Woot. As an elementalist, you just burn them alive. So, you two, no prob. My initial character was an Ellie. Way back when. I loved Dagger Dagger. Dagger Dagger was so much fun in the beta. But as I was not a good player at the time, one can make a good argument that I'm no better than an average player now. I died all the time. And on my Guardian, I died much, much, much less. So my Guardian has become my most played. Well, let's see what we have here. Oh, it's an elite Tyrantus man-eater. It's a man-eater. Whoa, oh, here she comes. I'm lacking for will, evidently.
Strength for the pack.
Missed me.
Fine. Feels nice. We heal as one.
We heal as one, yeah. That's true, we do. Whoosh. You keep missing with that, dude. Really, you can. I think you can do better. Yeah, I hope you had a nice spring. Sorry. It wasn't fast, but you know, I've completed 3 events. Yay me! And at least we got one more edition in here for Untamed. Thank you, Dark Machinist. Been a Tempest main dagger scepter for 10 years. He is currently a Tempest. Once I understood Tempest, the Elementalist was much more survivable, much more fun, for sure. I have 5 characters of each class on this account. The second account, I have 1 of each class. It's possible I'm not well. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I'm probably not well. Dark Machinist, go to your room. Okay, professions. Professions, fine. I'm a professional guy. There are always going to be classes to me. Sorry. I've been doing this since 1975. Not Guild Wars, obviously. RPGs.
Things are coming along.
D&D.
We're not done.
First edition, second printing D&D. The original fake wood grain box D&D. Long time. Well, now we're up to 70 raw enchanting stone, so it's no longer nice. Who can I sell crap to?
Farewell.
Farewell. Thanks. I almost forgot. I can go back to where I was. I kept him out at Crystal Oasis there in Amnoon because dailies a lot of times, was do such and such a thing in the Crystal Desert. And so I kept him out here. So I will send him to his previous location, having gotten him a whole nother spec opened up. Gale Shot. I haven't played very much Gale Shot at all. I need to. But then I think the only one of the new specs I've played for any significant amount has been Amalgam. When it was really broken. I played it some. I've played some Paragon as well. Yeah, I did the Dragon Bash dailies earlier. And I need to take a look at the feats. I want to get the feats done to at least get the Icebone chest. I'm a sucker for choosy boxes. And I'd like to get the Bear Blessed Visage as well, but that's less of a factor. So, for 2 days or whatever, it's pretty good progress. It's 2 weeks lasting, right? So that shouldn't be a problem. I used to hit the festivals a lot harder than I do. It's sort of a hit or miss thing for me now. Sometimes I'll hit a festival really hard, but maybe that's like 1 in 3. My favorite is Halloween. This is the first time in a long time I haven't hit Super Adventure Box pretty hard. They had some nice cosmetics this year in SAB, so I bought some of the boxes with the bobble bubbles I'd saved up. Turning out more animal-inspired cosmetics. You're going hard after the furry stuff? Yeah. Also, at least the bear had to been pretty easy for them resource-wise because they had so much of the modeling done for the Coden, for Lowland Shore. I liked the dragon one. I thought was really nicely done. And for both of them, they look best definitely on a Char. And the Char, they tend to get a little bit shortchanged on the cosmetics. Generally, cosmetics either look really good on them or really bad on them. So some more ones that are sort of Char-centric with, I'm okay. Pardon the yawn. Old man is tired. So I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Well, I mean, at my usual time of 5 p.m., I'll be playing Guild Wars 2 and talking about whatever showed up 3 hours earlier. Well, okay, probably not 3. And I may, co-stream the summer game things. As I said earlier, if for no other reason, I will get a kick out of making fun of Jeff, the man who killed Highguard. Kylie, however it's pronounced. But I think I am going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you all for having hung out here for a bit. As always, I am very appreciative. Particularly the content was not especially gripping. Tomorrow's discussion will most likely be very interesting indeed, regardless of where it comes out. I just don't want to be disappointed. That's why I'm not hyped. I'm hopeful, but not hyped. I'll only be disappointed if it's not something big. even if it's something big that I'm not a big fan of. I would like it to see something big. 2 p.m. Pacific, so 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe the show starts. We don't know at what time the Guild Wars 2 either announcement or ad is. Oh. But I'm pretty sure it starts at 2 p.m. and it's probably on for 2.5, maybe 3 hours. Yeah, Lone Star did put it in Discord. Not sure if that had an end time. Did that have an end time? Do you know? Lone Star Wolf? I would say maybe 50-50 that I choose to simulcast. Right, starts 2 hours. Okay, yeah, two is what I figured they would aim for. Anything longer than that. If you choose to watch me, and I do, simulcast it, be ready for a lot of sarcastic and negative commentary about other stuff. In the past, that's kind of been... It's not I go in with a negative attitude towards things, because I'm sure I'll see some things that I really go, that looks cool as fuck. But I'll also say, oh, look. Another one of those. Oh, gee. 5 different Dark Souls alikes. Yawn. I can, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I tend to forget. I've been trying to get better about it. I have been mostly failing. Let's see. Who would I rather give a hard time to? Gwen or Amavera? I think we'll go with Gwen. I will raid Gwen Akami. Now, for any of you still watching on YouTube, obviously this is a Twitch thing. Sorry. But I do want to thank all of you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. I will be back tomorrow either at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m.-ish Pacific, or both. But I'm going to raid Gwen Akami right now. Gwen is, I'm part of Static with Gwen. Sunday nights. Doing raiding, but they do Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars Reforged. I'll be sending you off in a second. Again, thanks for hanging out. I hope the rest of your evening, morning, whatever goes great. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.